morning. My name is Don Kegley, and I'm delighted to welcome everybody to the Eagles for Children 9th Annual Awards Banquet this year. The banquet looks a little bit different this year, just like everything in 2020 has looked a little bit different this year. Back in March, when the world was basically put on lockdown, golf was really banned for a period of time. Nobody knew what the future held. We were wondering how we were going to operate this year, a charity, a fundraising mechanism based on the game of golf. When golf isn't allowed, what should we do? Fortunately, we were able to get back to playing, and at the end of the day, we had record numbers of rounds played. It was one of the few things that people could do. They enjoyed, they played well, and I couldn't be more grateful to our ambassadors who really rallied around the challenge early in the spring, came up with plans, were committed, were passionate about moving the program forward, doing whatever we could do in whatever way possible to help the charities that were so mercilessly impacted by this. With their traditional fundraising mechanisms have been really removed, and Eagles for Children is something that could be done, was done at a high level, and the ambassadors and the Eagles for Children team deserve a lot of credit for making this happen this year. What has happened this year is we set yet another record, our 9th consecutive record. $654,000 were raised this year. That's about $50,000 more than last year. So the results, Beth will talk about it a little bit later on, but in March, if we could not have foreseen this, and over the next hour, you will be taken through, guided through an awarding of $654,000 to about 80 different charities. And we couldn't be more delighted to have you with us today. So it's going to be a little bit different, but as you look at each of the ambassadors and as you hear about the charities, particularly focus on what the charities have been through, who survived literally in many cases, and focus on what these ambassadors have done in order to be able to provide the kind of financial resources that we're able to do it. So I'm grateful to everybody. I wish everybody just a wonderful holiday season. We've made it through the worst, I believe. Looking forward to next year, growing the program, and we also are welcoming our new executive director, Jill Engel. You will hear from Jill next before we get into some of the ambassadors awards and the stories. So again, God bless you all. Thank you all for being here electronically, and again, enjoy the holidays, and to all your ambassadors, good job. Love you guys.
Hi, my name is Jill Engel. I'm the Executive Director of Eagles for Children. I'm so excited to have joined the EFC family this year to expand our program throughout the state of Michigan and eventually the United States. Ultimately, the more clubs that we have participating in our program, the more children's lives that we will impact together. Therefore, it is my sincere honor to introduce to you our current club ambassadors, along with some of our 2020 charity recipients. Thank you so much for everything that all of you do, and good job.
Hi, my name is Teresa Bizzo. I'm the Director of Philanthropy and Capital Projects for First Step. And I'm wearing my Eagles for Children Live Lucky cap today because First Step is so lucky to have partnered with the wonderful people from Eagles for Children since 2014. First Step is a nonprofit in Southeast Michigan that helps survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault. We provide comprehensive services including a shelter, transitional housing, 24-hour helpline, counseling, a variety of programs to help families transition from violence to safety. And Eagles for Children really give us the funding to enrich the lives of the children that come to us for help. Last year, First Step served between 7,000 and 8,000 people. And if you can imagine being a child having violence in your home, having to leave in the middle of the night and come into a shelter, how scary that must be for kids. Eagles for Children gives us the funds to be able to make that transition less scary for the children that come to us. Eagles for Children has funded basic necessities such as diapers and baby rash cream, diaper wipes, children's medicine, thermometers, medication safes so that families can lock up things that kids shouldn't get into in their rooms. They've provided defibrillators for our shelter. Eagles for Children has provided beautiful children's furniture to help us decorate our children's play spaces and counseling offices, helping them to be welcoming and fun and whimsical. Eagles for Children has funded safe sleeping spaces for our kids. We're able to give families, when they come into the shelter, a pack and play, a brand new pack and play, and children's bedding, and white noise machines, and baby monitors, and those kinds of things, so that their kids can be safe when they're sleeping in the shelter. And then when families go off into their new apartments, they're able to bring those items with them, so they have safe sleeping when they leave. Eagles for Children has funded car seats and strollers and summer field trips. We've been able to take the kids in the shelter to Legoland and take them on a cruise on the Diamond Jack boat. Some of the kids, they've never been on the water before. It's provided funding so we can take the kids out for ice cream and Slurpees on a hot summer day. Eagles for Children has also funded some huge projects for us, like the installation of a beautiful pavilion in the middle of our playground and healing garden. You can imagine how important that is now since COVID hit and we're doing a lot more of our activities outside. Eagles for Children has funded our ARC program. It's animal center so that when families come into the shelter, they don't have to give their pets away. And children, as you know, find a lot of comfort in their pets, and it's just been a really wonderful experience for us to be able to partner with Eagles for Children. So hats off to you, all the Eagles for Children staff and volunteers, and the country club members that really make this possible, all the great golfers who get Eagles. And we're just really thrilled to work with this partnership. And thank you so much for all your support. You have really made a difference in the lives of kids at First Step.
My name is Polly Fisher, and I am one of the angels of the Eagles for Children organization at Bloomfield Hills Country Club. Bloomfield is proud to be part of the Eagles for Children organization. In 2020, we had 6 Eagles and raised $3,314. We want to say congratulations and great job to all the charities that are working tirelessly every day for the kids. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mickey Geiswhite, and I'm the founder and executive director of the Bottomless Toy Chest. And we are so grateful to be able to have the opportunity to thank all of you at Eagles for Children for everything that you have done for us. We are truly, truly grateful. The Bottomless Toy Chest is a nonprofit organization devoted to delivering toys, crafts, and hands-on activities to hospitalized pediatric cancer patients. And our mission is to promote a positive state of mind in these patients by providing them with empowering, engaging activities while they're going through treatment. I started the Bottomless Toy Chest after my own son successfully completed treatment for cancer. And what started really as a toy drive, a pilot program at one hospital, has grown and grown and grown. And we are a weekly toy delivery experience service serving hospitals all throughout Michigan and a few other states. This year we will deliver over 30,000 toys and activities to all of these hospitals. And I say this not to pat ourselves on the back at the Bottomless Toy Chest, but truly to thank you at Eagles for Children for everything that you have done to make this happen. You know, going through cancer treatment is extremely difficult for anyone, particularly a child who suddenly had every single comfort of home taken away and is in the hospital getting very, very difficult treatment. The toys that Eagles for Children helps the Bottomless Toy Chest provide to children, the toys bring comfort, the toys give children something to focus on that they can do rather than all of the things that they can't do. The toys allow a child to enter his or her own imagination where, you know, pretty much anything is possible. And that emotional healing is really what we're all about. And it's what you at Eagles for Children help us with. One way that Eagles for Children has really helped us is in our Tons of Toys program during the holidays, where we transform hospital oncology waiting areas into winter wonderlands. And again, we take an area filled with anxiety and fear and turn it into a winter wonderland filled with toys and activities and gifts and love. And we could not do this without the support of Eagles for Children. We are so, so grateful to every single one of you for everything that you've done for us. Thank you, Eagles for Children, for helping us give kids the gift of feeling like kids during a very, very difficult time in their lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Eagles for Children.
Hello, we're the Angels for Eagles for Children at Forest Lake Country Club. I'm here with my co-chairs Liz Stanley and Devyani Cambidi. I'm Lisa Newman, and we would like to say we're very proud to be part of the Eagles for Children organization. And in 2020, we had 24 Eagles and raised $10,862. We wanted to say good job to all the charities in the community who work every day to help our youth. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kevin Muir from the Wingate, and we are proud to support Eagles for Children. This year in 2020, we had 30 Eagles and raised $17,000. We'd also like to acknowledge all the hardworking volunteers that help support these local charities, and we look forward to being part of this in 2021.
My name is Amy Baker, and I'm the Executive Director of Clarkston SCAMP. I want to tell you all that Eagles for Children has done for our organization, but first I need to tell you a little bit about who we are and what we do so that you can understand the impact that this money has had for us. Clarkston SCAMP is a 5-week summer day camp for individuals with disabilities. We have been in operation for 42 years, and while we are based in Clarkston, we serve counties and campers from all over the state. Our population ranges in age from 3 to 50 and older. Over 50% of our campers require financial assistance to attend SCAMP. As you can imagine, this is a huge financial burden each year, and we generally use all of our money during camp season and then turn around and start right back up earning it for the following year. With over 200 campers, finding money and resources is a challenge for sure. We have almost a 1-to-1 camper to counselor ratio because the safety of our campers is our primary concern, but we also need that many people to ensure that the kids can have fun while they're being safe. Our goal is to present as many opportunities for our campers as possible. This means that we have art and music therapy. We have a contract with Oakland County Parks so that the kids can go to the beach where they play in the water on adaptive equipment. They bike, they hike, they boat, they fish, they kayak, and they have a huge play structure where they can be outside for a good part of the day. We also have field trips that include Legoland, SeaWorld, movies, bowling, airtime trampoline, Skull Island, camp, and Clarkston Family Farm, where the kids get to experience the outdoors a little bit more interactively. Many of the families of these campers either cannot afford to take their children to these places, or they cannot manage the wheelchairs and assistive devices or the behavioral issues that our counselors are so skilled with. So much of what you and I take for granted is new and exciting to these individuals with special needs. With the help of Eagles for Children for the past 3 years, our scampers have been able to go on a variety of field trips like the ones I've mentioned. We were able to partner with Paint a Miracle in Rochester to bring art therapy to our campers, and this is an area which is so vital for self-expression and pride with this population. On the most basic level, we were able to give scholarships to attend camp. And then last year, we were able to have custom bikes built for the older campers. Many of them have never been able to experience this simple pleasure due to their disabilities and due to the high cost of building these adaptive bikes to accommodate their physical issues. We feel so lucky to have been given the opportunity to receive these funds from Eagles for Children, and we cannot wait to get back to the summer camp season in 2021. We couldn't do what we do without your support, and we thank you for making it happen.
My name's Pete Kepik, and this is my wife, Sarah Kepik.
And on behalf of Birmingham Country Club, we're so excited about our 66 recorded Eagles this season that raised over $32,000 for local charities. We're so proud to be a part of Eagles for Children, and congratulations to all the charities. We are here to support you through this pandemic.
Congrats again to everybody. We look forward to seeing you guys in person, hopefully soon.
Thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Gabe Nystein. I'm the Fund Development Director for the Midnight Golf Program. And we're just so proud of the partnership that we have with Eagles for Children, and also so appreciative of all the golf clubs and individuals who make this really incredible opportunity possible for our students. The impact that we have seen because of our grant with Eagles for Children has been really life-changing for our young people. The Midnight Golf Program works with area high schools, about 65 different area high schools and students starting their senior year of high school. And we work with students starting their senior year to help develop life skills, provide mentorship and college training that they need to be successful in their senior year, but also through college and into the workplace. So what we do is we provide each student, we work with about 250 high school seniors each year, plus another 1,800 students who are either in college or early career professionals. And so what we do is we provide life skills, anything from public speaking to golf instruction. We work with PGA professionals to teach students golf. We also have 60 volunteer mentors who work one-on-one with our students and develop relationships that stay with them through high school, through college, and into the workplace. And then we also have 3 full-time college success coaches who are paid staff who work with students to understand their needs and vulnerabilities and the resources that they'll need to provide proactive services starting their senior year, but also through college. So they'll stay with them through college and provide services to them. And then our year also works on a college success, Road Trip for Success college tour. So we take kids on a bus tour, about 6 buses worth, to different college campuses and golf courses throughout the United States so that students can get exposed to bonding experiences, but also they can kind of visualize themselves on college campuses. For many of our students, this is their first opportunity to do this. So as a result of all these services and some of the investment that Eagles for Children have made on our program, we have served over 3,200 students since our program began in 2001. 100% of our students graduate from high school. 99% of them enroll in a post-secondary experience, so college, a certification program, etc. And then 70% of our students graduate college within 6 years. So just to give you an idea, that's 4 times higher than other of their peers in Detroit. So that is an area that we are really proud of. And then we've also, through our College Success Program, have a 98% college persistence rate. So our students who enroll in college stay in college semester after semester. As you guys can imagine, this year has been unlike anything our students have ever faced. Our students are still coping with a new normal, with colleges and high schools that were closed over the summer, and some of them remain virtually through the fall where we are now. A lot of students are relying on Midnight Golf as their only direct support system. So when you think about some of our students' needs and some of the effects of the pandemic, a lot of what they need is financial. And we've actually, for the first time in our program's history, received over $100,000 worth of requests from students so that they can stay in school. These can be requests from anything from $200 to get books for the semester, to meals, to helping with rent for students that are studying out of state. So a lot of our students are really relying on financial resources, and that they need the guidance of our college success coaches to understand and provide these proactive services. So while our program is going to look a little bit different this year, with the support of Eagles for Children, we are ensuring that our students stay on track and that this pandemic is not something that holds them back, and that they really can stay thriving in this really exciting and crucial time in their lives. So some of the things that we are going to be relying on Eagles for Children this year is to help with our students to maintain the support system, to help with the resources that our college success coaches and that our mentors need to provide proactive services to our college students. Like I said, a lot of our students are going to need some financial resources as well. And we're also this year providing some virtual life skills training this year. And in addition to the virtual programming, we'll also be able to continue to provide in-person golf instruction with our PGA professionals, so that we can kind of maintain some of these relationships, continue to expose our students to the game of golf. At the end of the year, they will still get their own free set of golf clubs that they can use with them going beyond. So we're very excited that we are maintaining this really high level of support, and we only are really able to do that because of the support of Eagles for Children and the individuals like you who make this possible. So thank you very much for the opportunity again to apply for support. You're making really life-changing impact on our students, and we really hope to be able to see everybody soon. Thank you for all that you do.
This is Mike Kane from Orchard Lake Country Club. We're very, very happy and honored to be part of the Eagles for Children charity in southeastern Michigan. This past golf season, our members scored 41 Eagles. We were able to raise $36,900 spread over 16 charities. And we are so happy with some of the work that all of you children's charities are doing. Good job. Thank you very much.
Hey everyone. I'm Blythe Tyler, the CEO of Care House of Oakland County. I'm recording this in my living room, and I'm sure you're watching from your living room this morning as well. I wanted to take the opportunity to say thank you. Since 2012, Eagles for Children has provided a grant to Care House. That means over the course of the last 8 years, you have given us more than $50,000. And that's so amazing. For those of you that don't know, Care House of Oakland County is our county's child advocacy center. And what that means is this: we intervene and treat when children disclose abuse. It's hard work, it's rewarding work as well. In addition to the fact that we do intervene and provide therapy to child victims, we also work in the community to prevent abuse from happening in the first place. And that's where Eagles comes in. For the last several years, Eagles has provided us with grants for our early Head Start programming. We have 60 families that we provide weekly visits to in their home for 90 minutes. We work with the children, but also with the parents and caregivers to teach them about child development, to teach them how to be better parents. It's a completely opt-in program, and it works beautifully. It helps us to prevent abuse and neglect from happening in the first place. When a parent knows better, a parent does better. When a child knows better, they do better too. I'm sharing with you today a video of our now virtual visits. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to go into homes for a number of months, but we're still meeting with those families each and every week to provide them with information and activities for their kids. In this video, they were working on fine motor skills, and in addition, they talked a lot about feelings. One of the things that they talked about here was the child was asked when she felt sad or mad, and she responded, "My mom did 2 ponytails and I only wanted 1." Now, for that child to be able to talk and to be able to verbalize that information instead of screaming about her hair being brushed or hitting her mom maybe because she was angry, she was able to talk to us about it and to tell her mom how she felt. Thank you again. I miss you all. I wish that we were all together, but we can be together in spirit. Have a great rest of your day.
Hello everyone, I'm Eric Ely with Eagles for Children at Pine Lake Country Club. 2020 was a great year. We scored 68 eagles and raised nearly $38,000 to be given away to great local charities. I'd like to congratulate all of our award recipients and thank you for all the work you do for our local kids in need. It is truly a privilege and honor to work with you, loving on these needy children. Thank you very much and happy holidays.
Hi, my name is Mike Burwell. I'm the Executive Director of Kids Coalition Against Hunger. We would like to thank Eagles for Children for their ongoing support to our organization. Since 2016, Eagles for Children has been a partner, sponsor of one of our biggest packaging projects in southeastern Michigan, the Greater Plymouth Canton Service Project. This project has brought more than 5,000 volunteers together to assemble almost 1 million meals of our fortified rice soy casserole. Your generosity and willingness to provide grants to our humanitarian food relief organization has enabled us to provide more than 475,000 meals to food pantries and food shelters in southeastern Michigan. Over the past months, COVID-19 has put a strain on many families, not only in southeastern Michigan, but around the country and around the world. But because of your partnership, we provided food to distribution points in the months of March, April, May, and June to families that were most hard hit. In June, when the dams in Midland collapsed and displaced more than 10,000 residents, our food was one of the first to be sent to those in need. Now, I'm not much of a golfer, and the closest thing I've ever gotten to an eagle was to watch one on National Geographics. But from everyone who has packaged meals at one of our packagings, and everyone who has sunk an eagle as one of your members, we would like to say thank you for helping us feed children.
Hello, I am Hallie Roberts representing Eagles for Children at Western Golf and Country Club. Western members are proud participants in Eagles for Children. This year, our members had a total of 31 eagles and raised $373,000. Thank you to the participating members, Eagles for Children Committee, and all of the organizations that benefit children. Good job.
Well, I'm so excited to share all the great work that Residential does with the children's programming, and Eagles for Children has really helped us out that way. I know some of the important messages that you give children so that once they leave shelter, they can create like a safety plan. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, in our children's program we have age-appropriate literature that talks about how to identify a safe adult, how to express their feelings safely and to get their feelings across to everybody else as well. We also talk about safe touch, we talk about consent, asking for hugs, asking if I can shake your hand.
That's amazing. Do you also find that you are able to help children with their trauma and struggle?
Yeah, it helps us to, we have a lot of trainings, so that helps us to be able to identify trauma-induced behaviors that wouldn't be natural to that child, so we're able to kind of talk to them about it, ask them to express their feelings using different verbiage, pictures, and things like that they can get their emotions across.
Yes, I am so grateful that we do get this kind of community support support, and Eagles for Children is great. I think bringing in children to shelter provides more than just that bed and 3 meals a day. It allows a space where children can also be children and they can have time to play. We offer a lot of extra respite activities. Like, for example, we went on a trip to the zoo. Sometimes they get to go to the park or different museums. We think that's a really important part to healing, because overall a message we want to send to children is whatever behaviors are going on between adults, it's never the child's fault. And so that's what these supportive dollars allow us to do, is provide that kind of focused programming for kids.
We are broadcasting live here from beautiful Plum Hollow Country Club in Southfield, Michigan. My name is Jay Holtz, and I'm here on behalf of the members at Plum Hollow. Our members made 80 Eagles this year and donated $58,000 to the Eagles for Children Fund. And we would like to congratulate all of you wonderful charities that are doing so much for disadvantaged kids. Great job. Thank you.
Like before we had the Eagles for Children grant?
Oh my, we did rooms where if you needed 2 or sometimes 3 twin beds in a room, that was it. Like, there's sometimes not even space for 2 twin beds and a nightstand in between. So forget about them having any space for toys or to be able to play. At that point it becomes...
Or even a dresser for their clothes, right? Everything had to go in the closet.
Right, and at that point it's like a bunk room. All they can do in that room is sleep. And for us, it's so important that each child has their own space and a space to be able to play and be creative and to read. And so the bunk beds make all the difference in the world to give us that ability to go up with the beds. Absolutely. And then have the rest of the room for other things that can bring the kids joy.
And then we don't have to do a shout out on an almost weekly basis saying, does anybody have a spare bunk bed? Does anybody have an extra bunk bed that you can bring?
And as a designer, it is so nerve-wracking when you know you need a bunk
and you
walk into the warehouse that Monday and there are no bunks, because it just changes your whole mindset about what the room becomes.
Well, thank you guys so much, and thank you, Eagles for Children.
Absolutely. Thank you, Eagles.
Thank you. Thank you, Eagles for Children.
Has it made a difference for you to have these bunk beds, Leslie?
So much of a difference.
So we got a grant last year from Eagles for Children to provide bunk beds for our kids. Here is our warehouse manager, Carl, and our mover extraordinaire, Mike. How has this made a difference to know, like, you kind of know each time what the bunk bed assembly is going to be like, right?
Yep.
Has that helped at all? Like, when we get donated ones, it's awesome. Is it more complicated to get donated ones, or?
Well, the donated ones, sometimes you don't always have all the hardware and stuff to put it together. True. The newer ones, you always have, you have all the parts. Right. They go together pretty easy. Yeah.
So it saves you guys time.
Yes.
And makes your job a little easier.
Yes, most definitely.
All right.
So having the grant to buy bunk beds has been a huge help, because we used to not know if we would be able to give bunk beds to our families. It would kind of be week by week if we got one in through donations. And so having a grant to buy one means that if a room was small and there were a lot of kids, we knew that we would be able to get them all each their own bed.
Hi, I'm Dan Welch, the ambassador for Eagles for Children here at Walnut Creek Country Club. This year we celebrated our 8th year with the program by recording 87 Eagles and raising over $55,000 for kids' charities. A big thank you goes out to the charities that help underprivileged kids each and every day. Great job.
Greetings to our friends at Eagles for Children. I am Nancy Sovereign, the Executive Director at Wish Upon a Teen. And because of your generosity, the past 3 going on 4 years, we have been able to help so many teens who are in the hospital long term due to a serious medical illness. Our Design My Room program brings a little bit of home to the hospital. We design hospital rooms for teens who are in the hospital long term. I would like to introduce you to Tim. His daughter had her room designed at Mary Free Bed Hospital in Grand Rapids.
In 2019, my daughter spent nearly 100 days in the hospital between DeVos Children's Hospital and Mary Free Bed in Grand Rapids, Michigan. 97 days. And that's a lot of time in a hospital room. 97 days for a child who's unsure as to why she has to be there that long and what's going on and why she's being affected in the way that she is. 97 days is a long time for anybody. It's a long time though for someone to have to stare at the same four walls of a hospital room. So having my daughter's room designed and redecorated by Wish Upon a Teen has more value than I can ever give it. My daughter hadn't smiled in weeks. But when we went back to our hospital room and they had snuck in and redecorated our room, I would have paid literally anything for that smile and the smiles that followed. The room was no longer a dark, dreary place. It was somewhere she didn't mind being because now it was warm and comfortable. Someplace that felt like her because she was allowed to be involved in the design process. So, yeah, I can't put a value on how much it meant to myself, to my family, and my daughter to have a room redecorated during that time.
I'm Nick Schultz, co-chair of Eagles for Children at Meadowbrook Country Club. On behalf of all our members, board of directors, and management team, we're incredibly proud to be associated once again with this awesome organization. This year, our talented golfers at Meadowbrook hold a record 112 Eagles. Consequently, our members will contribute over $107,000 to our charitable giving fund. This will allow us to grant 19 fund requests. We highly encourage all the foundations to stay focused on helping kids. Please know we have your back. Congratulations, everybody.
Hi, my name is Wendy Shepard. I'm the Executive Director of Mittens for Detroit. We are a 501c3 nonprofit that collects, purchases, and distributes brand new pairs of mittens and gloves to kids, teens, and adults in Detroit, Hamtramck, Highland Park, and also working with the refugee kids at the schools in Dearborn. I want to say thank you to all of you at Eagles for Children for your incredible generosity. We've been able to receive grants since 2016, and in that time we have received over $22,000. $22,000 to buy mittens and gloves like these that are able to keep children's hands warm all winter long. It's very hard to explain to a lot of people why there's such a need for this kind of support for clothing for children. But it was very easy to explain it to Eagles for Children. We found that your kindness, your understanding of what small nonprofits need, your support has been something that we've grown to rely on as something we look forward to every year as a wonderful way to celebrate the achievements that you have had and also help us to reach more kids. Our grants from you have been able to buy thousands of gloves, over 4,000 pairs of gloves over the years that have been gone out to the children in the Hamtramck school districts. And here's a lovely picture of one of them just to give you an idea of the pure joy that a pair of mittens and gloves can give to a little kid. We've also been able to give out a lot of gloves to the refugee kids who come here from Syria and other locations and go to school in Dearborn, many of which have never seen snow before, and they come to our town here without the adequate clothing. Because of the grants that you give us, we are able to purchase those, as well as the tiny little mittens for 2 of our major Head Start programs in the area. It's important for you to understand that the kindness of your grants is far beyond just the money. It allows us to grow. It allows us to reach more children every year. It allows us to take advantage of the wonderful partnership we have with Broder Hatton Gloves in Auburn Hills to be able to get these beautiful gloves that would retail for $18 to $20, and we're able to buy them in bulk at a wonderful low rate and just a little above their cost because of your kindness. This is a terrible time for nonprofits. This is the time when COVID has made many of us have to pivot to go from providing services to concentrating on fundraising. This time of year, I'm usually out there getting collection boxes out, but because of COVID, I'm not. I'm so excited to be able to let you know how important the grant is. Here it is, it's November. You can see we've got some of the gloves already here, ready to go from last year, and we've got some empty boxes waiting to be filled. Thank you notes from the kids, and a huge thank you from our board of directors and from me. The clubs that have helped us so far are Walnut Creek. It has also been Western, Bloomfield Hills, and Oakland Hills. Thank you so much for all that you do to make the lives of children and the people who serve them so much better. Stay healthy, stay warm, and see you next year.
Hi, I'm Mark Smolensky. I'm the angel for Eagles for Children at Red Run Golf Club. This is Joe Marini, our general manager.
Hello everybody. This year Red Run is proud to say that we had 60 Eagles. We handed out 17 charities of over $115,000.
And just wanted to say thank you to Eagles for Children for allowing us to participate in the organization and to give back to our community. So looking forward to the future. Thanks.
Thank you.
Howdy, my name is Molly Reeser and I am the proud founder of Camp Casey. We're a nonprofit horseback riding program for children with cancer, rare blood disorders, and other life-threatening illnesses. Because of the support that Eagles for Children granted to Camp Casey last year, not even a pandemic could slow down our work. We were able to knock on the doors of vulnerable children this summer and into the fall to bring them our Horsey House Call program, which essentially brings horse camp to the homes of children who are too sick to go to summer camp. We were also able to offer virtual programming through the Get Schooled with Camp Casey program. We sent families on Lone Star Getaways, which is a new program that was developed this year that united families with rental property owners and gave them some respite during a time they desperately needed it. And we also were able to deliver supplies and essential goods to families who were relying on Lysol wipes and hand sanitizer long before anyone knew what COVID-19 was. Without the support from Eagles for Children, we would not have been able to do any of the great work that we were able to make possible. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for supporting Camp Casey and for helping kids conquer cancer one nay at a time.
Hi, we're Oakland Hills.
I'm Rick Watnick.
I'm Cappy Trott. I'm Colleen DeGainer.
I'm Hal Zima. We had 94 Eagles, and because of Eagles Everywhere, we had 26 Eagles from other clubs and raised $127,000.
So that money's going to 30 plus promising organizations who are going to help people in these challenging COVID times. It's been another great year for Eagles.
And all the organizations, you're our heroes for doing what you do for disadvantaged children.
We're excited to give this money to some very deserving organizations that work very hard all year long for these causes.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah,
Congratulations.
You're the engine that makes all things go, and you're always in disguise, my hero. I see your light in the dark, smile on my face when we all know it's hard. There's no way to ever pay you back. Bless your heart, know I love you for that. Honest and selfless, I don't know if this helps it, but good job, you're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, 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 yeah. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, 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 yeah.
6 in the morning, as soon as you walk through that door, everyone needs you again. The world's out of order. It's not a sound when you're not around.
All day on your feet, hard to keep that energy. I know when it feels like the end of the road, you don't let go, you just press forward. You're the engine that makes all things go, always in disguise, my hero. I see a light in the dark, smile in my face when we all know it's hard. There's no way to ever pay you back. Bless your heart, no, I love you for that. Honest and selfless. I don't know if this helps it, but
Good job, you're doing a good job, a good job.
good job.
You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, matter, matter.
Good job. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, 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 yeah. The mothers, the fathers, the teachers that reach us, strangers to friends that show up in the air. From the bottom to the top, the listeners that hear us, this is for you. You make me feel it. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter.
Thank you so much to our first responders, our healthcare workers, our mothers.
Thank you to our moms and our dads. Thank you to our teachers who've helped us.
We know it's been hard, but thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
Well, there it is. That's our 2020 season. And despite a pandemic, all of our clubs were able to golf a lot and golf really well. And thanks to them, we were able to raise $654,577 for 78 very worthy nonprofits. It's hard to believe that in 2012, we started out giving out $36,996, and now just 9 short golf seasons later, our total is $2,865,803. Thank you so much to all of our clubs that are invested in our program for golfing and golfing well and donating to these charities, and thank you to all of the nonprofits for everything you do for the kids in our area. Good job.